You can't see this, but I'm threatening you with a knife right now. All of you in the audience. Hey guys, I'm Joseph, and that's Richard.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the.
Uh,
um, I just had to. First of all, I just want to brush my teeth
that was
because
quick.
I felt gross. No toothpaste. Um, I, I literally I just was like walking. I'm like I can't have the egg, so I
Mm-hmm.
just like scrubbed them real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got it real cold in here and turned off the AC so that hopefully it wouldn't affect the audio as much. But now those big bites giving me like the burps. That's a
Acid
bad idea.
reflux.
No, just like just like the like you want to like do the like the. How do we start this? Okay, we all need a break from the crazy, and that's the whole point of this. So this is episode 1, aka the pilot of the Recess Club, which is
Woohoo!
which is all about games, film, TV, just kind of craziness,
Conspiracy theories and the idea as
conspiracy
well.
theories. I feel like that definitely has a place here.
I'll talk about Epstein stuff if you want. I am
That's
interested in
crazy that
that.
episode 1, that's where we're going first thing. But if you want to go, if you want to get political, we will. Nah,
It's not really. That is not. I feel like
yeah,
everybody hates that guy.
yeah. Have you heard of what's his name? It's like Jersey Joe or something like that. Like, no, Jersey Joe's the TikToker. Hold on, that's a
I don't know
different
what
guy.
that is.
Hold on, Paradise Pete, Palm Pete.
I think I've heard of that, but I'm
Anyways,
not. I'm not that deep.
we probably shouldn't start. That's a terrible start to this thing. So yeah, so think back to when you were at school at recess. That's kind of a break from life. I remember having conversations with my boys at the lunch table and stuff, and that's the point of this. So we're your hosts. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Richard.
Okay. And today we're gonna kick things off talking about the podcast and what's gonna be, and a few other things like that to hopefully make you laugh on the way. So yeah, grab your food, sit in your car, and welcome to the Recess Club.
Or both.
Or both.
Pick up some. Are you still a Chick-fil-A obsessed? Yeah, yeah, like Glazer.
Yeah, I am. First thing we're gonna do, and I think this is gonna become a norm. I don't know if every episode we'll have something to say about this topic, but anytime we have guests, so that's another thing about the podcast I think we're gonna do is we're just gonna have friends over. We're gonna have friends join and just talk with them about all the things we love to talk about. The truth is, this all started from a place of me wanting to hang out with the boys more often, and that's what we're doing. And girls, it's 2026. That's what we're doing.
A wife episode would be kind of crazy.
Heck yes.
That
Heck yeah. That is definitely. It'd be funny though. We started the episode, we got them all introduced, and then we just walked out. And then it's just Sarah and Katie.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So the first what we're gonna do is anytime we have a new guest, and every now and then I think we'll throw one to us, is I always like starting a conversation with, you got any horror stories from your field or from your job or whatever? And I think it's a good icebreaker for us, and also just something really fun and interesting. I asked Richie to come up with a horror story. I got a horror story a little bit about my life that I think is a little crazy. Uh, I'll go
See if
first. Do you
Go
have
ahead,
one,
yeah.
or do you want to go
No,
first?
well, I have a few that if you want it to be like job related, I could pick up some tiger stories.
That was crazy. I remember the rain. Remember that crazy storm when we had to set up downtown?
Oh yeah. Oof.
That
Yeah,
was crazy.
that was pretty horrible. I wasn't
My
thinking
my
about that one
my
first.
aunt came and picked me up from that, and it's just like you just jumped in a pool,
Yep.
just
Well,
soaking wet.
you go. We gotta save some for later.
All right. So my horror story, not job related. This is actually, so when I was like, had to be no older than 6. I don't know. I must have told you this at some point in our friendship, but when I was around 6 years old, one time I was with the same aunt I just brought up. I was with her in her car, in her van at some apartment complex, that we lived at when I was younger, and it was me, my cousins Maria, Nick, and Marco, which are, like, they're basically siblings to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They I was getting changed in the car. I don't remember
Mhm.
why. I was getting changed, taking clothes off, putting clothes on. Marco and Nick were playing with a ball, throwing it back and forth to each other or something. And at one point, one of them throws it to a car next to mine. And so this car had been abandoned in this apartment.
Mm, mhm.
And I feel like we knew that. So I don't know, but it had been abandoned. They threw it at the car. It hit, and I don't know why I'm getting changed, but the van doors are open. I have no shirt on, and I'm halfway putting on my underwear.
Mhm.
And then I kid you, this is not I don't lie. I don't like lying unless it's really funny. This is like 100% true. I looked to my left and a shadow appeared of wasps, like a
What?
cartoon.
What?
Like, I don't know how
Like
many. It
a
must have been
cloud,
like a
basically?
cloud of wasps came
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
from under the abandoned car and came into our car. And I mean, this is happening in split seconds. And then I jump out, underwear up to the ankles. I mean, to the up to the knees. All my glory flowing in the wind. Not, I mean, I was a kid. I'm not gonna get weird, but but I jump out, freaking out, and the wasps come into the car. And once I came to, they had flown away, and I was just on the ground.
Did you get stung?
I didn't get stung. That's the crazy part. However, like a war story. I like came to, and I'm like, oh shoot, and I had to finish
Pull your
pulling up
pants
my
up, yeah.
no, my underwear,
Your
which you
drawers up, pulling
yeah, my tidy whities. And, I came to and my cousin Maria was on the ground crying, and she had gotten stung like 3 times.
Oh, frick.
Now, that I don't that might be the horror stories of horror stories for me. But that was, and to
It
this
sounds like
day
you blacked out there for a second.
yeah, to this day, it's I mean, most people are scared of wasps, but the other day I this is a little add-on. The other day I was at a house cleaning with my aunt, and a wasp stung me for the first time in years. And I don't think she's ever heard me say what I said before. I was going crazy.
Well, I could match a wasp story, which it's not as oh,
Sorry, sorry.
bro's baby's toy. That's not your kid's toy, that's your toy.
That's my toy. I almost beat the
Uh,
high score.
I could do work, but I feel like work is kind of funny. But also it's like horror story in the sense of job horror story where it's like, this is just why is this customer being this way? You
Do
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Do it.
I also had a wasp story. The wasp story is really short. I'll tell them both.
Do both. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the wasp story is really short. So I was probably like 8 or 9. I almost said 6, 7, but I'll refrain. We were walking on the side of one of my friends' like long RVs, like one of those drivable RVs. Like a mobile home.
Oh, oh, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
why I was struggling to
We were
understand.
like kids when we were walking on the side of those, and I guess my face rubbed against the side of it, and I didn't feel anything, and then I just see like it crawled over my eye. The wasp, like I saw it crawl over my face, like I could see it over my eye, and then it stung me like right here.
On your eye?
Not on my eyeball, on
Yeah,
my
but,
I
like,
like
on the
I like
lash.
freaked out I was a kid, I freaked out and like closed my eye as it like it kind of got over, and I think it wasn't angry until I started freaking out. And then
Yeah.
I closed my eye obviously and it stung me like on my eyelid right there. So yeah, I'm also terrified of wasps. Like I hate them. But working at Tiger made me speaking of Tiger, I'm about to tell a story for Tiger. So, short prelude to the Tiger story. I keep bringing this up. Me and Joseph both worked at Tiger. I was a project manager there, and he was one of my grunts. Um, and so,
Mm, probably the highest paid bunch you had, though. Let's be honest.
I think that is true.
Yeah, whenever you left, they offered the job.
That is true,
I
and
politely
you
denied.
intelligently denied it. So, there was this hospital we were setting up a 160-foot tent for, and Tiger Event Rentals had, like, chairs, big tents, and all that stuff for weddings and all that, for anyone who doesn't know. They had this long strip of pavement in the back of their parking lot for the 160-foot tent, and the way we made the 160-foot tent was by putting 2 80-foot tents and putting them
Right,
up
and
together. Do
attaching
you
them.
remember this story? Do you remember this?
Was I
You were
here for
definitely
this one?
here. Oh, yeah, you were absolutely here. You'll remember. And we start laying out the tent poles, and
Yes, I remember the hospital
it's
in Thibodeau.
like yeah, it's like
Yes.
60 feet too short, and it's it's like we're like, "There's no way they didn't come out here and did not measure this." And the manager guy who's over the event is like, "No, it fits. We measured." And I'm like, "Dude, I've been doing this for, like, 3 years.
Yeah.
It does not fit." We're like, "Dude, this doesn't fit." And he's like, "No, it fits." And for, like, an hour, we're like we lay out the whole tent for him to see it doesn't fit, and he's
Right.
like, "Dude, it fits. We measured this." I'm like, we're telling you it
Yeah.
doesn't fit. We have to bend the 2 tents to make it fit, or
Right.
you're not getting both tents." Like,
He wanted them to stay connected. He didn't want
yes,
two
yeah,
60-foot
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, and it got so bad. Like, he wasn't irate, but he was aggravated, as was I, because I was
Yeah.
like, "This is ridiculous."
Yeah, this is
We
dumb.
were all aggravated because we were like, it probably takes like 8 to 10 hours to set up 2 80-foot tents, right?
Yeah.
And so this he you might remember this. He got the engineer
He got the freaking hospital engineer to
from the
come out.
hospital to come down and measure the thing. And we're like, "All right,
Oh
bro,
my
whatever."
god.
And then and then the fella, he's like the engineer's like, "Yeah, boss, it doesn't fit." And the dude's like,
He
acting like
yeah.
mind blown
What?
that it doesn't fit, and we're like, "Bro, it's like 50 or 60 feet. That is like that's almost a whole tent too large."
Right.
And I don't know, that forever sticks with me as I brought that up at a job interview the other day when they
Right.
asked me about handling something at work that was just, like, so wild.
Well, yeah, if there's one thing about Richie is that he can keep a calm, cool composure.
Yeah, but apparently I sound aggravated and I don't realize.
I think no, I think you have a cap, so it's like, you're never gonna be the one to, like
I'm never breaking.
right, it's always just like you're just matter of fact, like, "It won't work.
And
No,
then
it won't work."
it's just so blunt that it comes off as aggravated.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'll definitely be aggravated, but it's just like
Yeah. Bringing out the engineer pissed me off.
It's crazy, man.
Like,
We were just sitting in our trucks waiting, and this dude's it's like, "Bro, we
he's
have
like
them laid out." Yeah, yeah. I think that's crazy, dude.
and
I d
I feel like the engineer was out there for a while too. Like, it
yeah,
wasn't like a quick like, he was trying to make it work, and then it came to the conclusion, it's not
I
gonna work.
my guess is that he's like, "I have to make my boss think that I'm trying for him." Because that dude's an engineer. He comes out and he sees, "Oh,
Yeah, that's
that's
fair.
that's probably not working." I feel like he's acting, "Oh, yeah, boss, I'll try and make it work," you know?
Yeah.
Like
Who the guy who we were working with at first, he wasn't a doctor, he was, like, the head of the hospital, right?
yeah, I think he was well, probably not head of the hospital. That dude's probably sipping mimosas in his mansion or whatever.
That's fair.
But like he's probably over the events or whatever. I don't remember. That was
Because I feel like doctors
6
are
years
usually
ago or
really
so.
nice and understanding, and I felt like that was not the case with him. He
He
was
wasn't
very
rude. He just was like, "No, it works." And we were
but
like,
I think that comes with, like, a disrespect, like a, "Bro, I work at a freaking hospital.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, don't tell me what doesn't fit." Like,
a little preppy. Yeah.
yeah, just like yeah. Okay. So, yeah, our plan anytime we have someone new, at least for the first time, I think everyone needs to throw in a horror story. have plans on bringing people in, that have specific niches and fields. Like I haven't even asked him yet, but I'm like, man, we got to get Fanam on here talking about Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh,
But it's like,
oh, absolutely.
but I want his horror story to be about a show. Like I wonder if he has any crazy
Yeah,
show
right,
horror stories.
right.
Or a time whenever he like was commissioned to fix a card like he does and accidentally screwed it up, you know?
For Are we doing also basic introductions as, like, a person?
We probably
Or is
should.
that just maybe we could cut this to the beginning if you want, or we could
Let's just throw it in there. We probably no,
alright.
because it'll be jumpy.
I'm just gonna do a basic, like, what I do for fun and stuff like that. Obviously, I already said my name. I'm Richard. I'm 27. I hopefully, I make it through the 27 club. Hopefully, I
Oh my
live.
god, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
every
hope so
time
too.
I just as a musician, I think of 27 Club every time I
Yeah.
think of
That you should
27, you know?
Richie is a musician.
Yeah, well, I will talk about that. So I'm married. Tomorrow, we'll be married for a year, and we're expecting our first kid. I love video games. Some PC games like TF2. I love TF2 and stuff like that. I like survival horror games. I was playing Silent Hill 2, but it started giving me nightmares.
Holy
So
crap.
I don't know if I'm gonna finish that. The
For
game
me, it
is
was Scooby-Doo on GameCube.
it's yeah. I like Pokemon. I've been really into Pokemon battling lately. Pokemon's kind of a newer thing for me.
Yeah, welcome
I
to
did
the
Pokemon cards as a kid, and
yeah,
y'all all do Pokemon cards now
yeah.
as adults, and I don't do that.
Well, that well,
Well,
the
you
way you
probably did them
but
as
the
a
way you
kid too.
said it though, you know what I'm saying? The way you
That is
said
not
it.
what that's not
I mean, I
uh,
did it as a freaking kid, but y'all over here as grown men just playing Pokemon.
that's not how I Oh, my
Yeah,
favorite game of all time is TF2 and then Mario Galaxy 1. Those are my favorite games of all time.
yeah,
And then I
that's
write music, electronic music mainly, but I'll do pop beats, rap beats for people.
Richie
Um,
actually I when I came to him with this idea, he was the one who, wrote the theme song. Like, I gave him
yeah,
a
we
few
did that.
ideas, but he was the one who actually engineered it.
Yeah, so I did the theme song. So if that goes hard, then I'm
It
glad.
does go hard.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of a basic intro of, oh, also I'm trying to be a teacher of like religious and historical stuff. So that's a big part of my life. That's a nerdy area where we diverge. I read a lot of books
Yeah,
about that sort of stuff.
he has, like do you still have the poster? You still got the poster.
What poster?
I don't know, it was, like, very orthodox
Orthodox?
orthodox looking. It might have been Mary.
You mean icons?
I feel
Because
like
I
you had
have multiple of those.
So, yeah. Yeah, he's,
You can't be orthodox and not have icons in your house. That's just
is
part of the
that
way
what they
of
are?
life. Yeah, they're called
Are they
icons.
okay, so you're not just saying that because you think they're iconic.
No, icons is it's like image. It literally means image in Greek. That's where we get the like iconography is what religious art is called. So
Mm,
even if you're like in a Hindu temple, their iconography is just Hindu iconography.
m'kay. I'm Joseph. I've been married in 1 month, it'll be 7 years. Me and my wife got married pretty early. She was 21, I just turned 22. Um, I'm 28 years old now, and I have 2 kids who I'm sure y'all will hear hilarious and probably horror stories from. They're freaking hilarious. My wife's freaking hilarious. I love okay, so my personal interest are definitely superhero world, just like
Mhm.
Marvel, DC. I like video games. I like single player story games. I'm just and I love dissecting. That's also a part of the podcast that I'm really looking forward to, like breaking down, dissecting, um, things like that. And that'll definitely be a major part of um this podcast. Okay, so I would say for us, I feel like it's important that they know we've been friends for roughly about 10 years. I remember so the first time I told this to Richie recently. We have a friend named Jordan who came to our little group hangout that we used to do every Sunday, and then he started talking about this one guy named Richard, and he was just like, "Yo, guys, this is the coolest dude I ever met, man." And I remember him just not really. I love Jordan. He's awesome. But like I felt like in my head, I'm like, why are you drooling over this random guy? And I remember just thinking like, this guy can't be that good. And then he invites him to one of these things, and yeah, one of the friend hangouts, this super small, a little scrawny, super emo looking kid who just came in and just like went basically straight to the piano and was just playing piano. And I remember just trying to be like, "Oh my god, he's so awesome," you know. And and I go into the room where he's playing piano. I'm just like, look at this guy right here. Like, why? How could he be that good of it? Like, no way he's that good. And fast forward a few months later, and everyone was in agreement that he was that good. He put the money where his mouth was when it came to like talent, and like he definitely was the musician that everyone said he'd be. But then he's the kind of friend you want to keep around because he laughs at everything.
That's that's true.
Like, so he makes people that I'm a little judgy, and I feel like I don't laugh at people if they're not funny. But
Mm.
Richie makes everyone feel like good because he makes everyone feel funny.
Well, see, the problem is I actually think it's funny, and
That
so and
that's true.
so it makes my laugh, uh, not mean
Authentic.
anything. Well,
Well, no,
authentic, but it also is like, it's like, man,
not a
only
real
Richie
gauge.
laughed, only Richard laughed. Like
Yeah.
it didn't mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
There's
I feel
no
like that's more insulting if only the guy who laughs at everything laughs at your joke.
right.
You know?
But it feels good. Um. So yeah. So boom, introduced.
What is
Uh.
this 1v1 tournament here?
Okay. So that's the next thing.
I That's on your ideas, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I see Darth Vader, and I'm voting for him.
I don't know if I'm gonna call it what we will call it. And we could definitely discuss it. I was thinking like a 1v1 thing or like tournament or brackets
Mhm.
where I think this could be something we don't do every episode, but we can do regularly where we have a category, we have all the names that fit that category, and then we discuss who is the best. Strict, and it could be off of any category
Mm,
and any rating system. So like we're about to do three of them. The first one being best villain of all time. There's multiple there's a lot of criteria on how you can pick your best villain of all time. But the point of that I think could make this game more fun is that the criteria is it's not solid.
yeah, it's just whatever you wanna
It's
argue
just
for.
whatever the heck we want to
Yeah.
argue.
Hang on. Can you make it to where you can show the list on
On
screen?
on here,
Yeah.
all right. I don't know yet,
You
but
should.
I'm gonna do this.
And if it's there, well, now we have to keep the video in.
You're right. We weren't gonna do. Okay, we might or might not do video for this first episode. If we do, it'll go right here.
Mm.
And if I'm really good, I'll make it scroll.
Mm.
Okay. So we could go in any order from here, but the point is we get whoever is our number one contender, and we throw in another one, and we
Okay,
brackets it.
okay,
Who's the better
okay.
villain? And then throw out the other one and put someone else in.
Alright.
So first things first, we have Darth Vader
I mean, that's my goat.
and the Joker, Dark Knight Joker.
See, I'm about to piss a lot of people off. I've never seen The Dark.
All right. So all right, thank you so much, guys. I guess we'll see you next time on the Recess Club. Okay, that's actually the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
We could watch it together. Look, I'm going Vader because that's my goat, but that's because I don't know anything about Joker.
I think the argument we have to have on these two, and this one, some of them are going to be easy, but the argument we have to have on these two are what holds them in such high regard. I think you got to go aura to aura. You got
I've
to go.
seen the part where Joker burns the money.
I mean,
That's a pretty cool part.
and slides down the money. I'll give you this one, Darth Vader, his aura moments, the hallway scene.
There's also I mean, in terrible show, but in Obi-Wan when he's walking through the village just slaughtering
Oh, and he kills
people,
the
I mean,
kid.
that is just That's like lore accurate Vader.
Right.
Just
Pure evil.
maniacal. Also, when he's like in his temple, that's awesome too.
So boom, Joker's gone. Darth
But we're
Vader.
putting Vader over Joker.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel
Well,
like
I'm all for that, but
the thing that Joker has going for him is the aura, and I think Darth Vader is historically known to.
see now this next one though, I think
This next one has,
this one's hard.
if we're going iconic, okay, new concept. The pictures you have of like the icons, but all these villains with that style.
If you want to get the AI to do it,
That's
that's you
okay. Yeah,
got
it's cold. It's cold. Um,
Thanos.
Thanos.
So Thanos, I mean Thanos is goaded. Like, so, however, he does get dumpster fired by Doctor Doom in the comics.
He does get
Like,
dumpster fire, and spoiler alert: Doom is on this list.
see, I feel like Doom automatically wins because I don't even hardly know anything about Doom, and I want to put him above everyone. Like, he's
Right.
just that
That's
cool,
and
you know?
that's the thing about Darth Vader too, is you don't gotta know Darth Vader to
Yeah, he's just sick. Like,
like. If you never watched any Star Wars, you might still put him in your top 5 villains
right. Well, the thing
because
about Thanos though is I'm probably not doing that if I haven't seen like any of the MCU because he kind of just looks goofy.
mhm,
Like he looks cool, but like purple guy with a skin goatee is like not exactly the
like wrinkled.
aura, you know, that
Right. You ever seen the picture of someone who just didn't change anything about him, but just changed the color of his skin to like a white dude?
no.
He just
No.
he looks like a hold on.
That you got to put up on screen.
All right, I'll see if I can do it. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm thinking
Look, I'm gonna if not though.
he just looks like he'd be in a dad rock band.
Right.
I think it's a pretty good bet of like if you just see them, don't know anything about them, who's cooler? I think that's a pretty interesting way to have this 1v1. I think Vader still wins over Thanos. But
Think
if
I think it depends on the picture though, because if it's got to be Vader in the shadows with his lightsaber ignited, the iconic like smoky, and you just see his silhouette and the lightsaber.
mm,
That as opposed to like the scene in episode 4 where he just walks in real goofy and he starts talking to Leia. Like that's not aura Vader. Now you take that picture from with the lightsaber ignited, like him when he first enters the hallway scene,
yeah, yeah.
versus Thanos like sitting down with his helmet on and his blade in Endgame.
Uh-huh.
There is a question because the dude's got mad aura. But I think you're right. I think we got to go Darth Vader
But
on this one.
this one is giving me trouble though.
Yeah, this one's
The next one, it
okay.
does not give me trouble.
Are you serious?
No, Voldemort in the movie sucks.
Okay, but if we're talking, okay, that's fair. And they could, I think maybe we do Lord Voldemort in general.
See, here's the problem though. I haven't read the books.
Okay, well, once again,
Argue for it though. My wife would argue her butt off probably for this because she is obsessed with Harry Potter.
yeah, Harry Potter's the best. Voldemort. Lord Voldemort. Here's the thing about him. He's got the same, bro. People say Darth Vader. You literally can't even say this dude's name
Mm,
because they're scared of his freaking name. If we're talking about legacy, if we're talking about like the thing about
right.
Darth Vader is people are scared of the concept of him. Lord
People
Voldemort.
are also scared of the concept of Voldemort.
People are. I
It's
argue.
his name.
I argue. You get 1,000 nerds and sorry, 1,000 non-nerds in a room, and you ask them probably top 5 villains of all time in media. I bet you Voldemort's on that list more than Darth Vader.
Nah. My dad has no clue who Lord Voldemort is, but he absolutely knows who Vader is.
Yeah, but your dad is. I think he's more of a nerd than you realize. Like, he may not partake, but he's got super nerd energy, and I love your dad. He's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just using him as an example of, like, to me, like, just the average person.
Let me think of a good example.
Like, you put any of our friends' parents in a room, but however, they're from a past generation
Yeah, that's true.
who wasn't
Actually,
participating in Voldemort, the Harry Potter.
okay,
People
maybe
our age,
hmm,
maybe what you're saying is true with people our age, possibly.
yeah, you're right. I'm also thinking maybe they'd be on this list. Darth Vader might be on the list more, but maybe Lord Voldemort might be on the list higher.
I think Vader's like Mario, where it's like just
What?
everyone in the universe knows who this person is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, but here's the question. We're talking number 1 villain of all sorry, best villain of all time. That's the prompt.
I
Darth
think if it's based on movies, Voldemort sucks. I think Voldemort is one of the stupidest villains I've ever seen. Like, he's an idiot. He doesn't. He's just really stupid. There's no universe where Harry and all should have one in the movies. But like because Voldemort is so stupid, he just lets Harry Potter walk around and do stuff while he's just mocking and laughing. Like he's an idiot. I haven't read the books though, so like I said, he might be better.
Darth Vader, uh, maybe should have been higher on the list, so we had some argument because it but I think there's some people who could beat him out, but alright. Pennywise, that's just a classic horror villain.
Yeah,
However,
yeah, I
in the
haven't seen it.
first movie, the kids I've never watched either, but I'm pretty sure the kids beat him with a bat.
Oh no, yeah, then that's no aura.
Yeah, no aura.
Nah.
However, terrifying. I think he goes on a different list.
Wicked Witch of the West is really interesting.
Wicked Witch of the West is very interesting because we have I mean, one could argue Darth Vader and the Wicked Witch of the West. In that same argument with Lord Voldemort, I think she might. I don't know. She might at least be even with him.
Yeah, people are
Everyone
terrified of
knows,
her. Uh huh.
huh?
People are terrified of her. Like
It's
just the
just
concept of the Wicked Witch.
right. And I mean, I'm a huge musical fan, so there's obviously some really interesting backstory in Wicked, but like
Is Wicked technically canon?
Wicked is canon to the Wizard of Oz, but like the Wizard of Oz is canon to Wicked, but Wicked is not canon to the Wizard of Oz.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Like you have to consider the Wizard of Oz when watching Wicked, but you don't have to consider the Wicked. When
When watching Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
you put, I think this argument again, you put 1,000 nerds, non-nerds in a room. I think there's an
I
argument
don't know
here.
who's thinking of Wicked Witch of the West, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe if they're like 80.
You've watched the Wizard of Oz.
Well, yeah, but like
Every person has
I
watched
would
the
have
Wizard of
never
Oz.
thought there's no universe where I think of Wicked Witch of the West as a top villain. That's
Well,
there's no universe, bro.
the question is, I know
It's
that
like not,
she, but the question is she a better villain than Darth Vader, or is
no.
she the best villain? She's
Now look,
tormenting.
people might call me a Star Wars shill, and that might be true, but there's no universe. Hang on, I'm looking down the list because this will take forever if we go through the whole
Yeah,
list.
honestly, yeah. How about let's just pick a few that I mean, there's some good ones. How about let me.
Emperor
You,
Palpatine is interesting because it's the same universe,
it is. It is.
and it's also I think Negan's also one. People, I mean, when people bring up, they always talk about Negan. So hang on, I'll
Oh
wait on
my
that. But
gosh.
I've never watched The Boys, so I don't know anything about Homelander. But Palpatine's interesting because he kind of really exists in
Yeah.
the original three, but he's an awesome villain in in the prequels,
Yeah.
and he's like a master manipulator. Like you feel Anakin descending into madness while talking to him, basically, and it's pretty cool. Like I don't know if he's better than Vader because Anakin ultimately is still, I think, the coolest part of Episode 3. But
Yeah. My only question is, like, Vader's done some terrible stuff, but Vader still, even as grown Vader, still feels like a kid lashing out. And
yeah,
so there's almost like when he
I understand what you're saying.
when he sacrifices himself at the end, it's easy to forgive him.
Mhm.
Palpatine, if he did something like that, no one would feel anything.
Right, that's actually fair.
And so we're talking best villains. It's almost like Darth Vader has a is icon status. He's a legend. He's a villain. He is just straight evil. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, I did. Like
Right, right.
that is tells you everything you need to know. However, there is a part of him that kind of just feels like I'm watching a puppy kind of roll around, go crazy. Whereas Voldemort is just, I mean, not Voldemort. Palpatine is just straight evil. All right, let's skip through this a little bit. I know you've never watched The Boys. I personally think Homelander puts almost everybody here to shame.
I
But
know he's just the worst person of all time.
of just disgusting, makes you like anytime he's on screen, my heart's racing, and all he'll just come up and say a very simple phrase and a very simple sentence, a very simple thing, and everyone just you can just feel the discomfort. So
I mean, if you wanna put him over Vader, you can.
I
If we're
I
just
mean
talking straight mad evil status, you can go ahead.
I think he is the well, I don't know. Palpatine is pretty evil too. It's just you see it in the boys. Palpatine is almost like he's evil. The
Yeah,
boys,
but
you
you gotta
see it.
get into the extra universe stuff to really get
That's true.
Palpatine's evil stuff.
I'm trying to look through. Vecna, I think is a great choice. But I don't think he wins. But I think he's probably top 10 villains.
Is this okay? See, Bowser's funny. See, because the problem with Bowser is that in almost every Mario game, he's depicted as a bumbling idiot. However, as I mentioned earlier, Mario Galaxy is my favorite video game of all time. And in that, have you played the game?
I mean, yeah, when I was younger, but it's
Yeah.
been
In that game, he's actually really cool,
yeah.
and like really evil. But I think Bowser, there's no universe where Bowser or Eggman. Scar is an awesome villain.
He is an awesome villain.
Scar is awesome. Now, Matt's an idiot.
You
Matt,
our friend
I
Matt, who's known for having, in my
Matt,
opinion, the worst opinions on anything I've ever heard in
and
my
I
entire
know
life.
he's going to be one of the 3 people who listens to episode 1. So
Yes, and he will be on an episode very soon too.
he, I need Matt to know that Scar is a good choice, and I'm not worried about what he has to say about Scar.
That was a crazy opinion, by the way. His
L-
opinion of Lion King.
Syndrome. He would choose Syndrome.
He,
Matt would choose Syndrome. Matt would choose Syndrome.
he would choose. Let me see. Actually, that's a good. Let me see who Matt would choose.
Magneto, bro. Magneto. I would maybe put Magneto over Vader.
Okay, here we go.
Mag or
When it
Doom
comes
are
to
the ones where I'm like, you to me give Vader a run for his money.
and when it comes to okay, what does Vader have for him? I think the big one being fear factor and aura. The big
Uh-huh.
two probably. When it comes to aura, just the moments of like you could have just walked in and killed everyone, but you stayed quiet in the corner and lit your lightsaber and just waited.
Uh-huh.
Like and Magneto, you could just like a spiked metal ball and just kill everyone in like 2 seconds, but you like break his bone this way, and then you use something to like choke him with this. It's like you're doing it for the aura. I
Uh-huh.
think
Uh-huh.
Magneto easily giving them a run for their money.
When Magneto in 97 rips all the metal out of Wolverine's body, bro.
Spoiler for 97. I'm so sorry.
It's we know.
Straight from the
Spoiler
comics, by
alert,
the way.
Whitney. You see, I didn't know that,
Straight
but
from
I
the
had heard
comics.
that he's done that before to Wolverine.
Like hold on.
That scene is awesome, and that scene is like, oh, you're a villain. because Magneto's almost like sort of a good guy in 97 for a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
no,
he's not a good guy, but
right.
he's Professor X's friend. And so he does what he has to for his friend.
Mhm.
And Mag is weird because sometimes he's a little bit of an anti-hero
I
rather
think
than
that's
a
the point.
villain.
He is obsessed as a hero to be a hero for the mutants, which makes him an
Mhm.
anti-hero to everybody else.
That's a good point. So
I
is he really a villain though?
It depends on who wins.
That's
Whoa. That was kinda crazy. Honestly, I'm with you. I think Magneto does deserve a place on top.
yeah.
So are we putting him above Vader?
I don't know, man. These are hard. That one's hard.
Yeah.
That's the first one where I'm like, oh, this is hard. But the way you described, I've never seen Walking Dead, but Negan, the way people talk about Negan, I
Oh
feel
my
like he is
god.
scarier than Vader. Like I have never seen Walking Dead, but I know Negan is an amazing villain because
Right.
everybody says it. When they talk about not Left 4 Dead, that's a great game, but Walking Dead, the person they talk about is Negan,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, he's awesome,"
It has
and I
and
haven't even seen it.
Rick Grimes and Negan are they're two of my favorite characters of any medium. Like,
See, you know how crazy this is? I've never seen Left. I keep saying when I say Left 4 Dead, I've never seen Walking Dead, but there's a part in my heart that knows Negan needs to be number one. Like that's you know,
I
that's how
really know.
crazy
I
that's
really
how
know.
crazy it is. Like,
So so Negan, he is Negan's name is introduced at the end of, like, I don't know if it's the end of one season or the beginning of one season. He is not introduced until, like, an entire season later. By the time you meet Negan, you'd been waiting for minimum one season
mm,
of
mm,
people being like, and Negan's causing havoc everywhere.
mhm,
And then, and and here's the thing, the same thing like Lord Voldemort, the Joker, Darth Vader. It's like people feared his name, and people like, I'm trying to think. They would say, "Where's Negan?" And then as their people are dying, they're like, "I am Negan." Like everyone was Negan.
mhm.
Negan was a concept.
Right, right,
I don't
right.
know if we could put him on top, above. Okay, so far what I'm feeling, maybe we do next two rounds. We go a little bit quicker. We do top five and
Sure,
rank them.
sure.
I'm thinking Magneto might top Vader
Okay,
because I think he does what Vader does, but better.
that's fair.
The things that make Vader iconic and who he is, I think Magneto's got beat. Vader,
See, I wish I knew enough to bring up Doctor Doom though. I wish
yeah,
I knew because
yes,
the same thing with Negan is like when people talk about Marvel villains, if it's not Mag, it's it's Doom. Like everyone is like Doom is just the coolest villain of all time, and I wish I knew more.
yeah. I think Doctor Doom has. I don't know if it's Doctor. It has to be Doctor Doom. I might be the Marvel fans might eat me up for this one. I'm pretty sure there's a comic series where Doctor Doom has Hulk on a leash,
I'm pretty sure that's
like
true.
a freaking dog.
Let's see here.
And Doctor Doom also killed Thanos with no
Correct.
with no struggle. But
They're
is
shaking
Doctor Doom
hands.
does Doctor Doom have the Magneto status though? Because here's the thing:
I don't know enough. I don't know
in
enough.
shows and movies, Doctor Doom has not been honored like he was in the comics.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like in the comics, he's done a lot. In no movie or show has he been who he needs to be yet.
Mag or Doom?
Doctor Doom. I'm trying to
Oh,
think.
yeah. Well, that's true.
Was there a show where Doctor? No, I feel like there were. At most, he gets green lasers.
Hmm.
Like he's so much more than that, but they've only shown, you know. Now in Doomsday, I think it's gonna be complete opposite. I think he's gonna wreck everybody and be indestructible
I hope
basically.
so. I hope. Hey, babe. What's up? Yeah, I ate this morning
Hey,
before you woke up.
Sarah.
Joseph says, "Hey." She said, "Hey." Yeah, you can come wave, baby.
Babe, come see.
Your wife is not home.
No, she's not.
That's funny. Okay, this one made me laugh. Your next list, best Disney
Okay. Well,
princess of all time.
first, I think I've changed my mind. I think this needs to be a ranked of top 5 to make it more interesting.
Oh, okay.
I think we're saying Magneto, Darth, um, who was the other one?
If you hadn't, you talked about Negan,
Oh yeah, Magneto, Darth,
Homelander.
Negan, Homelander, and
We didn't even talk about Madara.
I mean,
Evan's gonna
Madara's
kill us for not
pure
bringing that.
evil.
Evan's gonna kill us for not bringing that up.
Madara is pure evil. He doesn't have that. He's known for having aura, but he doesn't really have aura. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, there's so many other characters in that show that beat him on aura. Like,
mm.
I don't care about him as much. Oh, and then move everybody down one, and then we're gonna throw Chucky on top.
Okay,
Well,
this next list
okay, yeah, go for it.
I think is actually pretty fun. It made me laugh.
I did this
Okay,
list
but
for you.
why? Why for me? What does that mean?
I thought you would like it.
It was funny. It's
Yeah,
funny.
go for it.
Best Disney princess of all time.
Best Disney
So
princesses.
I
Let's do
haven't
top
seen.
3 and rank them. I think that's the best way.
Okay, I haven't seen Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. Who the frick is Vanellope von Schweetz?
No, you you gonna make me mad. You better show her some respect. That's Vanellope.
Who is that?
Look her up.
What is she from?
Look her up. You'll know. You know who she is.
Oh, I haven't seen this movie.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about you, Richie. Is that you're starting to make me mad because you haven't watched anything.
That's not true. I've seen almost every one of these movies. Who's
All right,
Ray's? What is that from?
Raya. It's supposed to say Raya.
Oh gosh, Mirabelle's getting a bottom of the list for me.
Are you kidding me right now?
That's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
That's racist. So
No,
now you're
it's
gonna be
not.
racist.
Nope, nope. Because I could put that. Okay,
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
can I
Pause.
can I
What
talk
were you
about
about to
Encanto?
say? What were you about to say? Because you said I could put, and I just feel
Well, I
like
was
you.
gonna say I could put Tiana in my top 3, but that has the energy of the like I'm not racist. I have a black friend. So I was.
I'm so sorry.
Also, I'm co-hosting with a Spanish guy.
Hmm.
Mm. Can I talk about Encanto?
Yes, and I'm gonna be upset the whole time.
Okay. First off, I will be cookie cutter and say we don't talk about Bruno. That's a banger. That's awesome.
Of course.
We don't talk about Bruno. That's a good song. However, I can remember watching Encanto, and Evan can vouch for this. At the end of the movie, to quote verbatim, I said, "Wait, it's over? I'm still waiting for something to happen." That's how I felt about that movie. Nothing happened. They just got really sad, and then they lost their powers, and then she saved them, and they were happy. And that's how I felt about that movie.
This is
I'm
actually
sorry.
insane.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stand that movie.
First of
That's
all,
one of
music. I understand there's its low points. I think it grows on you because, and I know that because I was forced for it to grow on me by having 2 kids. You know. Um, but the claim it has no plot. Why? Because it's not freaking superheroes blowing like. Sorry, I'm sorry. Got a little weird. Um, the point is that she doesn't have powers, and somehow, and so when they all start losing their powers, now it reveals how incredible she is above everyone else. Because now they're on an equal playing field, and now it's all on her.
Well, I get that. It was just boring.
All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you later. Actually, hold on. Look at all this. My headphones are shedding.
I thought you had gotten your ears pierced.
What?
You couldn't hear what I said. I said I thought you got your ears pierced. Idea. We both give our top 3 from this list. You show the list. We give our top 3 and then see what the with the similar if they're what the differences are, and then we argue.
I'm gonna if I could show the list, I don't know how easy this is gonna be for me. I'm not the most techie. I'm gonna do this again. There's a list. If it's not there, I'm gonna read it for you real quick. If it is there, I'll cut this part. Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Belle, Ariel, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, Moana, Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon,
Oh, lost.
Elsa Anna, Mirabelle, and Vanellope Von Sweets. That's gonna be this. It's a 17. We're picking our top 3. Let's see. Give me a second. Tell me when you're ready. This is a walk in the park for me. This is easy. Oh, hold on. This is easy for me.
I think I know mine. Well, I definitely know 2. It's that 3rd spot that gets a little hard for me.
Yeah, there's one that I have to kind of they're pretty even, so I just gotta throw one in.
You can go.
All right,
I think I know mine.
top 3, very easy. And I guess I gotta rank them. Oh, okay. At number 3, we're gonna go Moana.
Okay. That's a very
Moana,
acceptable answer.
make way, make way. Amazing movie, amazing action, great songs. Uh, strong, independent woman, all that kind of stuff. We respect that. Above her, we got to go Milan. Basically, exact same reasons, but maybe even a little bit better. Like Milan and Moana's kind of like coming of age story part, very similar in concept, just different in how they executed. Above that, you gotta go Rapunzel.
Mm,
You gotta go
I
Rapunzel.
was thinking.
I mean, for all the same reasons, I think Rapunzel just does it best. Flynn Rider is who I aspire to be as a man. Uh, Flynn Rider might be the reason I got my wife. And
Is there a story there?
no, I mean we all just used to, just hit him with the smolder.
The smolder.
I mean you can't see because my hair is kind of Flynn Rider inspired, but you can't really tell because I got a hat.
How is your hair
Man,
so
why am I
good when you
hiding
take your
my?
hat off?
I really just
You couldn't hear what I just said, but I said, how is your hair still so puffy and good after you take your hat off? My hair is like a helmet after I have a hat on.
genetics.
Flynn Rider, baby.
All right, so I feel like no one's
That's
arguing
your
here.
3?
Yeah.
See, you might have convinced me to have her. I was gonna, okay. Let me put my old top 3, and then I'll say maybe you argued me to have 1. So I'm not with you on Moana. Moana would probably be my top 5, but I don't know if she's from my top 3. My number 3 was going to probably be Cinderella, but I think I have well, hang on.
Okay.
I loved that movie as a kid, unironically. I watched it on repeat as a kid. But I think I recognize that she's not actually that great. But also, if we're talking like icon status, like I feel like Cinderella is one of the most I feel like
Yeah.
her and Ariel like before Frozen were the Disney princesses,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Like and maybe Jasmine. But like I think that I recognize that she doesn't need to be in the top 3. I'd probably have t- uh either Tiana, I love Tiana, and or Rapunzel. I love Rapunzel. My number 2 is probably Elsa. Either 2 or 3 would be Elsa. Elsa's up in my
On.
top
You
3.
got to pick one though for your
Oh,
3.
okay, I'm sorry.
For your 3 spot.
I'll go Elsa 3, Rapunzel 2. I would wanna do Anna.
Racist.
I would wanna do Anna, I would want to do Anna, but she gets obliterated by the second movie. That's what I've heard, is that
Yes.
she's very annoying and awful in the second movie,
Yeah,
which I
she
haven't seen the second movie. Terrible. I'm sorry, but
crazy. Actually, that's actually the craziest thing you said today. Because the
she's
music
great
in
in the
the
first
second
movie.
movie is, oh my gosh.
My wife is obsessed with Frozen, by the way. She loves both of them, and I haven't seen this. I've heard that song a million times in the car. My number one is Mulan. That's my easily
I know you
one of
love
my favorite
Mulan.
Disney characters of all time. I
That's why
love Mulan.
that's what I meant when I said I did this for you.
Oh, well, I mean, she's amazing. I love that movie. I love that movie, and the music, that's my favorite music in probably any Disney movie. Like, I'll Make a Man Out of You, you could just play that for anyone, and it's a good song. Like, you don't have to watch the movie. It's just an incredible song. And also, and there's plenty of Disney songs that are like that, by the way. I'm not just saying that's
Yeah.
a unique thing to Mulan, but like, it's not just another Disney princess movie.
No,
I think
it's
that's
not.
why I like it. It has a very different feel than almost all the other ones, which I think that's one of the good things about Tiana's movie as well. Princess and the Frog is, while it's still the very stereotypical, like, it literally is meant to be the stereotypical princess film where the frog kisses the princess and they, blah blah blah. Like, the New Orleans setting and the voodoo thing makes it pretty unique, I
Yeah.
think. But Mulan is just not a normal Disney movie at all. Disney princess movie, and I love the movie.
Wow. I think
Raya, I wish that movie was good.
oh my god, that's 100% I agree.
That's how
The
I felt with that movie. I was like, man, I wish this was good the whole time I was
concept
watching.
was awesome.
Yeah,
The concept was awesome.
it's awesome, but it just wasn't good.
It
It's a
wasn't
modern
good.
Disney movie, and so it's not good.
Yeah, it's so terrible. Now we're gonna talk about upcoming things that we're excited about. You just brought it up, and I gotta bring some love to it. Uh, Me and my friends, Richie is a respecter of it, but I'm an obsessor of it.
I do enjoy
Epic,
it. Yeah.
yeah, Epic the musical. My boy Jay. Uh, I've never met the dude in my life. I'm saying my boy. I don't know, but he's a cool dude. Younger, I think, younger than us.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure at least
I
younger than
can
us.
look it
Whenever
up.
he wrote Epic, he was younger than us. Than we are now. Created a beautiful
He's
musical.
28.
So yeah, so he wrote Epic 2 years ago. So technically younger,
He's about the same age as us, so we would have been all around the same age.
right?
Far
It's
better
just
musician than me, that's for sure.
yeah. So I lost my
You
train of
said
thought.
that
Oh, wait,
you said that so confidently.
what I said.
I said he's a far better musician than me, and you went, "Oh yeah," which I agree with you. It is a very confident. Oh yeah, it was very funny.
Hold on. I probably it was just how sometimes you just don't really hear something.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even hear that happened.
I agree with your
Oh,
confident. Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
But-
No, no
anyway,
chance.
keep going. Keep going.
Anyways, uh, he officially announced that they are making an animated movie, um, of Epic and the
It's
musical,
gonna be
and
epic.
I think it's he's bringing his stuff to life on animated. I'm really choking here, Richie. I'm really choking here, man.
What?
Okay. Epic the Musical is getting an animated film. I'm really excited about it. It's something that I've obsessed over a little
That's
bit,
true.
and the dude deserves it. So I'm really excited about that one. Richie, what are you excited about?
Well, obviously we have the new Dune movie up here, Dune Messiah. I'm super excited for that. I love
World's
the
most
first.
underrated series. I mean, sorry. World's most overrated series.
Do you think that? Actually?
100%.
Okay.
1000%.
I'll
Why?
let okay, so here's how I felt rewatching them with you and Evan. I think those movies greatly benefited from being in the theater.
Like
Cause like
IMAX experience?
that experience. Like, imagine remember the scene in the second movie when the giant worms come out of the sandstorm and everyone's riding them?
Yeah.
imagine that in the theater with all the bass and all that. Like, it was like a cinematic experience. But when I watched it with y'all just at home on our TV in my small apartment,
Yeah,
it was not as good, right?
that's fair.
What's his face? Jeez, Timothy Chalamet. However, though, I do think his acting transcends the experience. His I think that his Paul is amazing.
You kind of look like Timothy.
I have actually been told that before,
You're
but
giving Timothy.
yeah, I've been told that before. But I am very excited for Dune Messiah. Uh, I had started reading the book, but then my last semester started, and I stopped reading the book because it was really long, and I had to do college stuff. So,
I'm wondering because obviously another thing that's everyone's excited about is Doomsday.
uh
They're scheduled to release on the same date. Did you know that?
that's on purpose. That has to be on purpose.
I I mean, people are arguing that one of them is going to move. Um, Doomsday recently had a press thing, and they're hammering that they're not moving. Um,
They want to
do you
assert
think
their dominance. Like,
do you think they're going to do that, and Dune's going to move, or you think they're going to have a Doomsday, like
I think they're
A
gonna have a
Barbenheimer?
dominance war. Yeah, Barben. Absolutely. I think they're trying to outflex each other.
No, but I'm saying like Barbenheimer had a 2 feature deal, remember, where you could go and see both of them on the same day.
Well, I don't remember that, but I believe you.
That was the
But
thing. Everyone
like,
was calling it Barbenheimer.
well,
I'm
I
thinking,
remember Barbenheimer. I just didn't realize it became marketed
yeah, it was like a thing that you can go and get like a ticket
a
for
dual
both of
ticket,
them.
right? I think they might do that.
But then it's like Doomsday is gonna be minimum 245. I'm hearing people saying it might be a 3 hour movie. Dune minimum 2.5 hours. That's a big.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That's a long day. That's a day
Hmm.
to be at the movies.
Yeah, it
Which
makes me think of when my parents used to say that they would go and spend all day at the theaters. They'd just buy one ticket, then go from movie to movie. Do you ever hear your parents talk
your
about
parents are criminals, and I'm sending this
that?
to the freaking police. So I'm just kidding. I do remember doing that. The most iconic one was going from Iron Man 1 in theaters straight into Chronicles of Narnia: Prince Caspian.
Ooh.
That's a lineup right there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
I another 2 projects that I'm excited for that I know you would want to be excited for, you just don't play these type of games, is both the Avatar fighting game and the new Marvel fighting game. Um,
Token or whatever.
yeah, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and then
You actually nailed it on the head. You
I
nailed
know
it.
you wanna be so excited because 'cause they're both awesome. They both look incredible and like they're going to be really great games. I mean, Avatar looks so good. That game looks so good. Um, both of them look incredible. I'm very excited for both those games because it, that's another thing about me is I really like fighting games.
Yeah, you do.
For
You
the
do.
new viewers, we have some. I have a couple of other friends who we all play fighting games.
The only thing is, it's like this is episode 1,
Yeah, but what if we blow up big on TikTok?
but it's just like everyone's a new viewer. Every single person would be a new viewer.
Well, I know we're not going to blow up big on TikTok right now, but probably ever. But
I'm investing $500,000 into advertising
well, then we might blow up big on TikTok.
for one episode. I'm doing it all in one episode, and then the rest it's gonna be like 10 million views and like 6 views on the rest of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
so both those games I'm excited for.
Spider Man,
Yes, I keep
brand new day.
forgetting that that's coming.
Spider Man, brand new day. Tom Holland is
Yeah,
bigger and buffer than ever. People are
and more
talking.
depressed than ever.
You here's the thing: Spider Man needs to be depressed.
Yeah, we need Man Spider. Man
You th-
Spider is gonna be sick.
you think it's gonna happen? You think 6 arm? Do you
Absolutely.
think they're gonna pincer it?
Absolute. I think they might do some like MCU-ified version, but I think they're gonna make him look crazy. I hope he looks absolutely like wicked. And I mean that both in the cool way and the evil way.
Yes, 100%. Do you think Miles Morales is gonna be in this one?
Is that a theory?
Yes, there's a one image, I'm pretty sure it's official, and it shows it's like an image from like a skyscraper looking down, and it's Spider-Man's upside down, and you just see his feet, and there's, like, a gum stuck to it, and in the gum it says, Nelson and Murdoch, which is another potential thing, and then they have one thing is, like, there's, like, a dust footprint of what looks
Like a
like
Nike shoe or
like
something?
a Nike shoe footprint.
Mm,
I don't know if that one's official, though. I That's the thing is, like, I've seen that, let me see. But,
that
yeah,
sounds promising.
now
That would be a lot in one movie, though, because
there's
we're
the
getting
Hulk,
I'm assuming that she's Phoenix, the girl from Stranger Things, I can't remember her name.
Sadie
I'm
Sink,
assuming it's what's her name?
Sadie Sink,
Yeah, I'm assuming she's playing Phoenix.
Jean
I'm
Grey.
on that wave, that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
And then there's, like, 3 or 4 other villains. That to me seems like a lot
yeah.
if you're also introducing Miles, unless you make them, like, work together and they're fighting. It could also be a 3-hour long movie. I hope it is. I think
I
every
don't know.
movie should be, like, 3 hours long. But,
Agreed.
like, you know
No, a movie should be under 2 hours anymore.
yeah, unless it's, like, a kids movie. But even kids movies are getting actually shorter. Like, Mario was, like, an hour and 15 minutes.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was really short.
Well, I loved it.
I loved it too.
I loved it. I hate the hate that it's getting.
I'm silly. It was an hour and a half.
I'm silly.
It was an hour and a half. So, are we doing these yes or no's?
Yeah, let's do these
Or
yes or
maybe we can
nos.
do 1 or 2?
Yeah, let's
Maybe I ask you one, you ask me one.
you can start. You can pick.
This is a really interesting one to me, and I'm gonna let you answer it. Is Miles Morales a better Spider-Man than Peter Parker?
Oh, is Miles okay. That's actually a great question. Yes.
Mm, I think I agree with you.
Yes.
I like him more. I don't know if that means he's better.
Okay, what's Miles' thing compared to Peter? Like, when you think about who Spider-Man is, what's the thing where it's like like every Spider-Man goes through a traumatic event,
Oh, like,
like a
Uncle Ben?
nexus, like yeah,
A canon event?
a canon event. Miles Morales falls under the category of canon events. He doesn't lose his Uncle Ben. He loses his uncle, who is the Prowler.
Prowler.
I forgot his name. He loses just as much as he loses his father. Um, Often he loses his father, and he loses his Peter Parker. He loses just as much. His story is just as dramatic, and he overcomes the same odds. But the difference is he's also black and Hispanic, which is just automatically gives him cooler aura. Um, he is he's stronger. I'm pretty sure than Peter Parker.
I mean, seems like in theory he would be.
In theory, at least, like a prime Miles to a prime Peter. Uh, and then he has more abilities. He has the Venom Strike, so he's Peter
The
Parker with
electricity
electricity powers, and he can turn
and
invisible.
invisibility. Yeah. I mean, that's just awesome.
He also wears
Cooler
sneakers.
suit and a cool he just has a cooler suit.
He just has an overall way cooler suit. Uh, and I like his like whereas Peter Parker stands up for all of New York. I like he's standing up for Harlem. I'm pretty sure. Like he's standing up for his area,
Mhm,
and he almost like how Peter Parker looks out for the little guy. Miles Morales looks out for the littler guy.
mhm.
I just feel like Miles is just a no. I don't think there's any Miles without Peter. I think Miles needs to be trained by Peter, but then Miles does it
Yeah,
better.
right. Well, that's typical, like, student becomes a master trope,
And I
which
ate it
is
up.
a good thing.
Yeah.
That's not a bad I think I agree with you. Uh, it's hard because I think Peter and Miles are just both incredible characters. I am a Spider-Man shill. I'm a glazer. Um, like, I say that kind of jokingly, but Spider-Man is my favorite.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm the cookie cutter. Spider-Man is my favorite. That's fine. But I think just power-wise, yeah, he is cooler. I mean, he just has stuff that Peter doesn't have. As far as I'm aware, there could
Right.
be some There's probably some comics where Peter has more, but, like, I have no idea.
I mean, you
But
you throw in the Venom symbiote, but I mean,
that's possible.
but then again,
Yeah,
that's
that
not
makes
really
sense.
Peter's strength.
Yeah, yeah, that's Venom. Hang on, someone's knocking at my door. Give me 1 second, I gotta move a car for my cousins. I have returned.
And welcome back to another episode of the Recess Club podcast. Where
Your question for me. Number
video
5?
may yeah. Do video game movies fail because Hollywood doesn't respect gamers?
Well, my first answer is I don't think Hollywood respects anything. I think there's very little that Hollywood respects. They just wanna make a buck. Um, so I guess maybe my answer is yes, but I think it's also that, like, they're not viewed as, like, real movies. Like, there's no
Yeah,
universe where, like, this happens a lot with adaptations of stuff where they are so obviously just done for money, just money. There's not a so I don't know if it's necessarily I would say that, sure, they do fail because they disrespect the players of the original games, but they also just don't respect the source material. Like, I think one of the reasons that both the Mario movies I do think there are some areas that they could improve in. Like, think especially the second one. I did love the second one. I did love it, but I think
same.
it felt a little more kiddie than the first one. Um, but those respected the source material so much. And by respecting the source, here's maybe a better answer. By respecting the source material, the creators of those movies respect the gamers too.
Mm.
So I think really ultimately it's they don't respect the source material, and thus it feels disrespectful to the gamer. So I think maybe it would just be that ultimately Hollywood wants to make money, and they see video games as an easy way to do that.
You know what's an underrated movie that I watched recently, and it's all about the decline of CGI. 2006's Underdog.
Wait, wait, isn't that the where the superhero dog?
Yes,
I think I've seen that like
the
a billion years ago.
CGI is better than some Marvel stuff, and I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
I believe you.
The CGI is some of the best CGI I've ever seen. Maybe not ever seen. There are moments, but it's like all of the last like 4 seasons of The Flash look 100 times worse than that.
Right, right.
And
Yeah,
this movie came out in 2006.
it's because like I said, Hollywood just wants to make a buck. They're not interested in making film anymore. So is this the conclusion of
This is
episode
the
one?
conclusion. Holy crap, Richie, we did it.
We did do it.
We did it.
How are we concluding, King?
I think with a song,
With the outro theme? I didn't make one of those.
I was thinking we could do a like a uh maybe just the last part.
What?
Like 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 no, like of
Wait,
the
you're
theme
you
song.
being serious?
Yes.
I didn't
Just
know.
like a it could end as soon as it ends, it just ends with the just this last part of the it's the recess club. Like
Mhm.
not the whole thing, just the last. Because the first one you just go recess. The last one will go it'd be the beat. It's the recess club, and we end it.
Run that.
All right, holy crap, that was the last episode. So
No,
whoa,
first
what?
episode. That was the first episode. Keep it going, keep it going.
All right, that was the first episode of our pod.
Of our podcast.
That was the first episode of our new podcast, the Recess Club podcast. Yeah, you run it. You run it. You run it. Because I'm struggling here.
Alright, so that was the first episode. We did it. We finished. We hope that at least one person makes it to the end, and we thank you if you did. If you did, we love you, and we'll come kiss you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back because what you're doing is getting crazy a little bit. All right.
Well, you have to
First,
include it.
that we kiss the guests.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah, we have some friends coming on the show.
We
Uh.
will kiss them too.
Yeah, we'll kiss them, and we're. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna just kind of wet our whistle a little bit, get a little comfortable with it all, and I think it's only gonna get better with time, like wine. But
Mm,
I hope you
wine
do
is
continue to
disgusting.
listen, and
We'll see you next time.
we'll catch you on the flippity flop. Run it,
Mm.
and then I'm